You see, the Nigerian Senate just approved a new loan for the president.
Okay.
A loan of 1.76 trillion naira. And this loan was approved 48 hours after the loan request got to the Senate.
Wow.
Meanwhile, under normal Senate procedure, for the Senate to approve a loan, the Senate Committee on Debt Management would have to first of all sit to study the loan request. After that, they will have to invite the CBN governor, the DG, National Debt Service, the Finance Minister, and the Minister for Budget and National Planning to discuss the structure and repayment plan for the loan. If they are satisfied, they will now take their report to the General Senate House.
You get it?
The General Senate House will now subject the report to voting whether to approve or decline. And Nigerians are wondering how the Senate were able to complete this whole process in 48 hours to expressly approve this loan. In fact, a lot of Nigerians are appreciating the Senate for being so fast and effective when it comes to putting trouble on our heads.
Yeah, maybe one.
And this is actually like the 5th or 6th major loan that the Senate is approving under this current administration.
Hell.
If you can remember, towards the end of 2023, the Senate approved a loan of $819 million as palliative loan.
What?
To ease the effect of subsidy removal. You know, the government removed subsidy, then went to World Bank to go and borrow money to buy rice for the citizens. Now, at the beginning of 2024, the Senate approved a loan of $7.8 billion and 100 million euros to fund the deficit in the 2024 budget. That same period, they also approved that the president should go to a central bank and borrow 7.8 trillion naira in ways and means.
Do they use your function?
Now, around July 2024, the Senate approved a loan of 6.2 trillion naira in what they called supplementary appropriation loan. You know, when it comes to borrowing money in Nigeria, we manufacture English.
You don't know.
Now we are approving this one. And the Nigerian general internal and external debt now stands at 138 trillion naira.
Yeah!
You see that teacher that told us that the legislative and judicial arm of government in Nigeria are independent.
You say?
That government teacher, Mrs. Nwokelochok, she has apologized.
This man.
Because telling me that the Senate is an independent arm of government in Nigeria, and a girl telling me that she fell down from Okada and broke her virginity, I don't know which one is a bigger lie.
Now, are you?
The Senate has become one of the major problems that we are dealing with.
You have to have capacity.
The Senate is like that security dog that you bought to protect your house when you go to sleep. But now the dog don't dey face you sleep.
Hey!
They are like that security dog you bought to pursue thieves from your house. But now the thieves have arrived and the dog is now playing with the thief. Jumping on their body, dancing and wagging tail.
Look at you.
Because in a serious democracy where the Senate is independent, the president is always afraid of the Senate because the Senate can impeach the president when the president does anyhow.
You get it?
But you see in Nigeria, the president can impeach all of them.
Dissolve!
And in all of these loans, the one that is paining me the most is this one they call ways and means.
Hell.
Now, for those of you that do not understand, ways and means simply means when the government goes to borrow money from the Central Bank of Nigeria as a form of internal debt. In fact, it's just like a way of telling Central Bank to print excess cash for you, money that you have not been able to earn in revenue.
That is not corruption.
And these ways and means in Nigeria, there is a kind of law that is guiding it.
You don't know.
And the law says, according to the CBN Act that is enshrined in our constitution, it says that the ways and means is supposed to be used to fix temporal financial deficit. Again, government cannot take more than 5% of the money they raised the previous year in ways and means. It also says that ways and means must be paid back before the end of the financial year. And if the government fails to pay back, the CBN has the right to withdraw any further loan until the former one is repaid.
You get it?
That is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But according to a report, in 2023, we raised 5.99 trillion in revenue. And in 2024, the ways and means that was approved was 7.3 trillion. The law says don't take more than 5%, but the government took more than 100%, and the Senate approved.
Enjoy your weekend.
Between 2015 and now, ways and means has been so abused that it has become a way of government to raise free money. Whenever we need extra cash to spend, where do we go to? Call CBN governor, print more cash for us. And you know what it does to the economy?
There's nothing to show for it.
I've explained this thing before in one of my previous videos. It's just like having 10 bread in your economy and you have 10 naira. It simply means 1 naira will go for 1 bread.
Yes.
Now you print another 10 naira and pump inside that same economy without increasing the capacity to produce more bread. What it means is you still have 10 bread, but you now have 20 naira, which means 2 naira will now go for 1 bread.
You get it?
So the person that had 10 naira yesterday and have 20 naira today is not twice as rich because the bread he wants to buy is now twice more expensive. And the person that had 10 naira yesterday and today the person still has 10 naira, hunger will kill him because he cannot see bread to buy again. That is what ways and means does. It keeps pumping extra cash into the economy, rendering the available cash valueless. That is why every blessed day, the money you have in the bank keep diminishing in value.
You don't know why it's going
For instance, in just 2019, I remember 2019, a fairly used Belgium Toyota Corolla was 500,000 naira.
Really?
Today, that car is not less than 6 million. But somebody that had 500k in a savings account in 2019, as of today, he will still have 500k. That is if bank have not removed their own charges. Every day you go to work, at the end of the day, they pay you salary. They paid you 60,000 naira salary in July. You used 8,000 to buy a carton of Indomie. In August, they paid you the same 60,000. A carton of Indomie is now 9,000. Toothpaste of 1,000 is now 1,150. You put in the same effort, got the same pay, but you cannot afford the same thing. Why? Because the money you have reduced, in value every day. It just keeps going down. And who are the people that are supposed to save this economy from total collapse? They have turned to approval. Anything you send to them, they will approve.
70